Buenas señoras y señores, aquí veo con un video más de MLB Perfect Inning 2025. Aquí vengo jugando, como le vengo diciendo en los videos anteriores. Aquí le voy a subir un contenido ahora de temporada en vivo. Solo estaré subiendo, son 3 partidos por cada equipo. Solo estaré subiendo de a 2 partidos por cada equipo. El otro lo pondré a simular solo. Pero estaré subiéndole una temporada completa. Tampoco estamos bateando, ¿sabes? Estamos bateando para que se vea un poco real el partido, ¿me entiendes? Hacemos swing atrasado, dejamos pasar el lanzamiento rojo y todo eso para que el partido sea más emocionante. Pero espero que les guste el contenido. Suscríbanse y denle like, que pronto seguiremos subiendo más contenido de modo acción, temporada en vivo y PvP también, porque vengamos con todo para el canal. Como le dije ahí, el rote completamente es de los Yankees. Ahí no hay otro jugador, ni Bla, ni ni Prime, ni leyenda regular. Solo es de carta Bla, pero del mismo equipo de los Yankees. Pueden ver ahí, tenemos 2 dominicanos en la alineación de bateo, que es Juan Soto y Domínguez. Y es que esperar que los jugadores se calienten, porque tú sabes que este es el primer juego de la temporada. Nos estarán ponchando, estaremos dando flycitos, rollincitos ahí. Como le dije al principio del video, yo quiero que esto se vea real. O sea, vamos a estar dando rollincitos, que nos van a hacer doble play y todo eso. Juan Soto el bate, señores. Bueno, ya Juan Soto está caliente desde el primer partido. Ya hombre en primera tengo y 2 outs. El tercero de la entrada. A mí lo único que no me gusta de la temporada en vivo es que esta es la liga más fuerte que hay. Y no está saliendo jugadores plata, pero nivel S. Deberían de por lo menos esa liga ponerla más picante. O sea, el juego debería de ponerlo un poco más picante, por lo menos platino a ese nivel. O oro a ese nivel. Completo el partido. Pero el juego más adelante va poniendo esa liga más potente, o sea, mientras va más avanzando el juego. Porque hay que darle tiempo también. Pero yo espero que les guste este contenido, y si no les gusta el contenido, déjenlo en los comentarios también, que nosotros también cambiamos el formato y todo. Pero seguiremos subiendo contenido de modo acción y de PvP, y también PvP de 9 entradas completas. O sea, no nos vamos a olvidar de ese contenido, porque es el contenido que más nos gusta a nosotros y el que más les gusta a ustedes. Solo quise venir con esta temática nueva para no ser siempre lo mismo en el canal. Bueno, pasan el primer jugador, hombre en segunda y en primera ya. Partido sumamente bueno, como le dije. Strike 1, 0 bola. 1 y 1, 3 conteos. Y tenemos el mejor pitcher que tienen los Yankees, que agarra Cole. También tenemos a Robinson como cerrador. Tenemos a Chapman, que ese cerrador yo no lo dejo. Tenemos varios jugadores buenos ahí. Pero yo no lo voy a subir más de ahí el mazo. Yo lo voy a dejar más 4 completo, porque esto no me para hacer contenido de la temporada en vivo. Este es el rote B mío. O sea, yo no estoy jugando con el rote A mío. O sea, que el rote A está picante. Y yo no le iba a poner a jugar en la temporada en vivo, porque eso iba a ser un abuso con la máquina. Cualquiera, hasta los lanzamientos de bola, eso iba a ser un palo que le iba a dar su prime, como lo tengo yo ahora mismo. Dominio en 200. Contacto 200, esos bateadores. Sido ponchado, señores. No encontró nada en ese lanzamiento. Bueno, flagcito por el left field, cae el segundo out de la entrada. Pero como le estaba diciendo, esto es algo nuevo que le estamos haciendo, un contenido nuevo. Y es con la máquina que se está jugando ahí. Por eso yo le dije que estaremos haciendo swing atrasado y todo eso. Nos estaremos bateando como uno bate en modo acción. De vez en cuando le da unos par de palitos a la máquina para coger el tiempo y todo. También estaremos moviendo pitches. Tampoco nos vamos a estar jugando con el mismo pitch. Vamos a ir dejando que la alineación se vaya rotando sola, la alineación. Pero ya estamos en la entrada 3, señores. Subiendo la entrada 3. Creo que son 162 partidos que hay que jugar, pero no se van a jugar los 162 completos, como le estaba diciendo al principio del video. Estaremos jugando con equipo 2 partidos. Son 3 por equipo, estaré jugando 2 por equipo. El otro lo pondré a simular. Y el siguiente entonces se jugará con el equipo que sigue. Pero como le dije, yo aquí estoy jugando con el mazo de los Yankees. Desde que yo comencé a jugar este juego y el juego viejo, siempre el equipo mío fue los Yankees. O sea, yo siempre subía primero el mazo de los Yankees, después mientras el juego iba sacando cartas buenas, yo fui cambiándolo como lo he hecho ahora también. Ve, ahí está tirando lanzamiento rojo, nosotros lo dejamos pasar. Este es el primer partido, ve. Los jugadores no están muy calientes, está 0-0. Pero vamos a ver cómo termina este partido. Y ve, la máquina también tira bola. En realidad yo no había jugado un partido en esto. O sea, yo siempre lo pongo a simular para hacer la misión. Esta es la primera vez que me pongo a jugar este modo. O sea, siempre veía la liga, siempre lo ponía a simular en la liga que estaba más fuerte para obtener los premios y todo eso.
The catcher signaled to the pitcher. He hit the ball. A hit to the infield. The fielder takes care of it. The teams are switching roles on the field. Top of the fourth.
Vamos rumbo a la entrada 4, subiendo a la entrada 4 estamos ya.
Strike. The batter can't seem to find his swing. Strike 1. Good pitch. Good choice on that pitch. Strike 2. That pitch completely fooled the batter. Strike out. The batter needed to swing at that pitch. Good pitch. Strike. The batter was caught looking. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike. The batter didn't even get a piece of the ball. Third pitch. Nothing but air. Strike out. 2 outs. The hitter is up to... The pitcher has thrown the ball. Strike. Great pitch. Good choice on that pitch. Strike 1. Strike. Great pitch. Good choice on that pitch. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Wrapping up the inning, they now switch roles on the field. High ball towards third, but called foul. The first baseman takes care of it. Nice catch! The pitcher is throwing the ball. Ball! The batter has been great at taking pitches. Ball 1. It's a low ball going into the dirt, and the ball gets by. The pitcher has thrown the ball. That was some solid batting. That's driven to center field. And that's a base hit. Thrown to first, a bad delivery. An error like that can easily shift the momentum. That was some solid batting. Grounded. The batter is out. 2 outs. The pitcher throws to first. Wind up. Solid swing. A fly to the outfield. The pop fly is caught for the out. The teams are switching roles on the field. Top of the fifth. The hitter is up. The ball has been pitched. Good pitch. Strike.
Good choice on that pitch.
Strike one. Great pitch. Strike.
That was sharp.
Strike two. The pitcher has thrown the ball. Solid swing. The ball's past first base.
He's on fire today. And that's a base hit.
No outs. The runner, the ball has been pitched. Swing and a miss. Nothing but air. The catcher signaled to the pitcher. Solid swing. A base hit towards the left fielder.
And that's a base hit.
No out. No outs. The reliever is up in a tense situation.
Pitchers should concentrate on the batter and their next pitch, and not be distracted by the runners.
The catcher signaled to the pitcher. Massive impact to the shortstop. Puts out the runner at third. One out. Runners take their places on first and second. First pitch. Strike. Great pitch.
Good choice on that pitch.
Strike one. Ball. 1-1. Third pitch. Swing and a miss.
Brilliantly thrown pitch.
1-2. The ball has been pitched. High ball. It's flying to right, and it's foul.
The timing was a little off.
The fifth pitch. Struck out looking.
What a great pitch. The pitcher came out on top.
2 outs. First pitch. Good pitch. Strike.
That was sharp.
Strike one. Strike.
The batter can't seem to find his swing.
Strike two. Perfect pitch. Struck out. The pitcher successfully retired the hitter in a crucial moment. The teams are now switching roles on the field. The left fielder takes care of it.
It looked like a solid hit, but it didn't have enough power.
Strike. That was a terrific pitch.
Great pitch.
Strike. That's good contact from a solid swing. Puts out the batter at first. 2 outs. The ball has been pitched. Ball. The batter has a good eye. Ball one. Popped. It's flying to left. The pitcher is throwing the ball. That was some solid batting. A grounder to the The batter is out. Now they are switching their roles on the field. Top of the sixth. The hitter. The catcher signaled to the pitcher. Strike. Great pitch he got there.
Great pitch.
Strike one. Swing and a miss. Nothing but air. Strike. The pitcher has thrown the ball. That's a high ball in foul territory. The third baseman takes care of it.
Nice catch.
1 out. The hitter is up. The catcher signaled to the pitcher. Ball. The batter has a good eye. Ball one. The pitcher has thrown the ball. Ball. The batter has been great at taking pitches. Ball two. Good pitch. Strike.
Great pitch.
2-1. The pitcher is throwing the ball. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. That was an easy one. Fifth pitch. Ball. 3-2. The ball has been pitched. Swung out, and it's a strikeout. 2 outs. The hitter is up to bat.
This plate appearance.
Wind up. Swung out and missed. Strike.
Looks like the batter's timing is up.
The second pitch. Good pitch. Strike.
The batter was caught looking.
Strike two. Wind up. Swing and a miss. Wrapping up the inning, they now switch roles on the field. Bottom, the catcher signaled to the pitcher, and the ball has been pitched. Strike. That was a terrific pitch.
Great pitch.
Great pitch. Strike.
The batter can't seem to find his swing.
Massive impact. A shallow pop fly. The fielder takes care of it.
Nice catch.
Foul.
Good time.
The catcher signaled to the pitcher, and the ball has been pitched. The ball, it's flying to right. And wind up. Ball. The batter has been great at taking pitches. 1 and 2. Perfect pitch. Struck out looking.
The batter never saw that coming. Great pitching.
That's a foul.
The time.
Wind up. He checks his swing. A fly to the infield. That's an easy fly ball. Wrapping up the inning, they now switch roles on the field. Top of the 7th. The hitter is up. The pitcher has thrown the ball. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The ball has been pitched. Great pitch. Strike.
That was sharp.
Strike 2. The catcher signaled to the pitcher. Solid swing. A high fly to left field. The left fielder takes care of it.
It looked like a solid hit, but it didn't have enough power.
1 out. The hitter. Strike. Great pitch.
The batter can't seem to find his swing.
Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Strike. The ball has been pitched. Amazing pitch. Strike out.
The batter needed to swing at that pitch.
2 outs. The hit first pitch. Swung out and missed. Strike. Swing and a miss. Now wind up. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The pitcher has thrown the ball. Swung out, and it's a strike. Now they are switching their roles on the field. The ball has been pitched. Solid swing. High in the air. The pop fly is caught for the out.
Too much power on the swing.
That was some solid batting. A hit to left center field.
And that's a base hit.
The ball has been pitched. The ball foul.
Good timing.
The catcher signaled to the pitcher. He hit the ball. There it goes. The fielder takes care of it.
It looked like a solid hit, but it didn't have enough power.
The pitcher has thrown the... He's heading to second. Strike. It was...
Quick pop time by the catcher.
Wrapping up the inning, they now switch roles on the field. Top of the 8th. The ball has been pitched. Strike. That was a terrific pitch.
Good choice on that pitch.
Strike 1. The catcher signaled to the pitcher. He struck out swinging. 1 out. Here's a pinch hitter up to bat.
Let's hope that the manager's decision was a good one.
The ball has been pitched. Solid swing. High fly to the left. That's an easy fly ball.
Nice catch.
2 outs. Here's a pinch hitter up to bat.
Let's hope that the manager's decision was a good one.
Wind up. Good pitch. Strike.
Good choice on that pitch.
Strike 2. Swung out, and it's a strike. The teams are switching roles on the field. The pitcher is throwing the ball. Strike. It was a good pitch.
The batter was caught looking.
Massive impact. A massive fly to the outfield. The center fielder's got it.
Nice catch.
The pitcher is throwing the ball. Swing and a miss. The second pitch. Swing and a miss. The pitcher has thrown the ball. Ball. Good eye. 1 and 2. That pitch completely fooled the batter. Strikeout.
The batter looked confused.
Swing and a miss. The pitcher has thrown the ball. Swing and a miss. Wind up. That's a... It's flying to left. The ball has been pitched. That one's high and deep. That's way out of here. Home run. The ball's already gone.
On a connection that good, there's no way that doesn't go over.
Massive impact. There it goes. The center fielder's got it.
Nice catch.
They've successfully... No outs. Here's a pinch hitter up to bat.
The swings in and the on-deck circle weren't pretty. Let's see how he does in the box.
The pitcher has thrown the ball. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Third pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. One out. Here's a pinch hitter.
Let's hope that the manager's decision was a good one.
Call. Good call. Ball one. The catcher signaled to the pitcher. Swing and a miss.
Looks like the
Aquí estamos en la
batter's
entrada
timing
9,
is off.
señor, y estamos ganando
Pitch.
1-0,
That's
señor. Y
contact
atrás le voy a
from
traer a
solid swing.
Chapman.
A shallow pop fly. The shortstop
Y ahora
takes
le vamos a traer a
Too much
Chapman
power on the
para hacer este partido.
two out. Two
Ahí
outs.
no podíamos
There was
dejar
some action in
Chapman.
the bullpen, and now the reliever is up.
Great
Si le
timing
está
on the
gustando el
pitcher
video,
change.
suscríbase, denle like. Y no se olviden activar la campanita y compartir el video, que eso ayuda mucho el canal.
Swung out and
12
missed.
strikes, 0 bola. No, es que Chapman y mala máquina, imagínate tú. ¡Pum! Ha sido ponchado, señores. Ya gané el primer partido. Como ven ahí.
Regardless of who took the win, this
Hasta el
game
próximo
was a
video.
display